Levy, you didn't come here to ask after my health. But if you want to know, my doctor says I'm as strong as a bull and the Strauss Orchestra is flourishing.
I'm here on behalf of your brother, Schani.
Does he know?
Of course he knows.
You surprise me. Schani is so consumed with hatred of me that I would have thought he would have forbidden you to make any contact.
Schani doesn't hate you, Eddie.
Oh, yes, he does. And worse, he's frightened of me. He's a very insecure man, is Schani. Did you know that he can't bear competition? That's how insecure he is.
You've heard about the breakup of his marriage.
I read the newspapers, Levy. That's another thing about my brother. He has no judgment. Fancy marrying a little whore from the chorus. Now I'm told he's taken up with a Jewess. All I can say is, I'm glad Mother didn't live to see it. He caused her enough pain. And Father. And Peppy. Poor Peppy.
The fact of the matter is that Lily is making life intolerable for Schani. With the help of Dr. Halmy, of course. They've frozen his money. He has nowhere to live.
I was very pleased with Dr. Halmy. I congratulated him on changing sides. He knows how to deal with Schani. Take him by surprise. It's the only way. And Shani's a very slippery customer. Always was, always will be. Yes, Dr. Halmy has been a good family friend.
I'm here to ask of you a favor, Eddie. Don't make it too difficult for me, please. While his money is frozen, Schani is, to put it bluntly, he's flat broke.
I'm not lending him any money. I will never forgive Schani for stealing Peppy's music and passing it off as his own.
I don't think you should say things like that, Eddie.
I'm only speaking the truth.
You know it's not the truth. And if you go on repeating this disgusting libel, you'll find yourself in a court of law.
Say what you have to say, then go.
I came to appeal to your family feeling, Eddie. You and the Strauss Orchestra may be able to help Schani.
How?
By playing his music. You have the rights to a great many of Schani's waltzes. Play them, Eddie. It will provide some income, which we can keep separate from his frozen capital.
The Strauss Orchestra will never play Schani's music as long as I am in charge. Because I know as a musician that Schani's music is profoundly second-rate. And my orchestra only plays music of the highest quality. Be sure to tell him that.
You know what you are, Eddie? I'll tell you. You're a bastard.
Adele, I want you to listen to this. It's a love scene. Do you know, in the old days when I was composing, I needed to be entirely alone in my own surroundings, familiar things about me. Coffee on tap, cigars in the humidor. And I really believe I couldn't compose in any other way. Now look at me. The only place I can find to work is a theatre. And, you know, I don't think the music's suffering.
I'll be the judge of that.
No, seriously. I just find it fascinating how quickly we adjust to circumstances.
I love you working here, because it means I can be close to you and listen, and because I feel at peace.
I feel at peace too. I've never enjoyed working so much. Now, tell me what you think. Keep in mind that gypsy feast near Budapest. God, what an inspiration that was. In more ways than one. And try to remember that particular sound of their music.
smell success.
You've only heard one aria.
All right, I smell one success.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I wish you'd work in my office, Maestro.
Nonsense. I like it here. I think I shall always work in an empty theatre. Well, Gusel, how did it go?
Did you know there was insanity in your family?
Eddie said no.
Not only did he say no, he said no, never, and definitely not.
Same old Eddie.
Well, what now?
As I see it at present, you have 4 enemies. A mighty host is ranged against you, consisting of the Field Marshal, your wife Lily, her General, Dr. Halmy, their army, the law of Austria, and of the Holy Roman Catholic Church, and last, but not least, their secret ally, Edward Strauss, your dear, demented brother. I don't think you stand a chance.
Are you saying there's nothing we can do?
Now, don't put words into my mouth.
Do you have a plan?
No. Well, as a matter of fact, I do have a plan, but I don't think you're going to like it.
What is it?
Don't be impatient. Just listen. First, Schani, you become a Protestant. That way you can get a divorce. Second, you renounce your Austrian nationality.
Oh.
Hear me out. Once you're no longer an Austrian, Dr. Halmy can go to hell because you wouldn't be subject to Austrian law. Third, you become a citizen of a foreign country, preferably one where the breakdown of a marriage is grounds for a divorce, somewhere in northern Germany, perhaps.
I'm sorry. I think this is ridiculous. Johann Strauss, perhaps the most famous Viennese in the world, to become a citizen of, I don't know, Schleswig-Holstein or somewhere? Who ever heard of the Schleswig-Holstein waltz?
I can't think of anything else.
You know what'll happen. Can you imagine what your fellow countrymen will do to you? They'll tear you apart, limb from limb.
It wouldn't be the first time.
They'll call you a traitor who betrayed the country that gave him life, inspired his music.
What else can I do, Adele?
And there's something else more personal to do with me. People simply don't believe I'm just your secretary. You've had enough unhappiness. I don't want to be the cause of any more.
All this has nothing to do with you. I only have myself to blame.
But just think. Think of the priests in their pulpits, Sunday after Sunday, denouncing you as a sinner, calling you an adulterer.
I won't be there to hear them.
And the emperor. How long do you think it'll be before he appoints someone else as imperial music director?
Adele, I wrote music before I had an imperial appointment. And I hope I'll go on writing music after it's taken away from me.
Oh, Schani. You can't fight the entire Austro-Hungarian Empire. You can't defy the whole of Vienna. You can't throw your life, your entire career into the Danube.
No, but I can try.
I simply don't understand.
I can't explain. Just trust me.
Of course, Maestro, I trust you. But why the secrecy?
I have my reasons. You've been a good friend to me, a faithful colleague. And what's more, you're a first-class director. I will not allow anyone else to present the premiere of my new operetta.
I'm very flattered, Maestro, but...
How soon can you mount the production?
Let's see. 3 months.
3 months? That doesn't give me much time.
Haven't you written it yet?
Not all of it.
Mr. Strauss, I've been thinking about these matters ever since we began. I hope you know what you're doing.
I hope so, too.
It shouldn't be done so quickly. I really ought to have deposited copies with the Imperial Registrar.
Yes, I'm sure. Thank you. How much do I owe you?
Given the speed I had to work, 20 gulden. It's a sad day for everyone. It's a sad day for Vienna. You renouncing your nationality. It's as if the Danube suddenly dried up.
I won't come up to the platform. Goodbye. Well, it's not goodbye, is it? You're not going to the moon. We'll see each other, won't we?
Yes.